today I'm going to be filming a what I eat in a day video because I do tend to go for very similar things every single day. So I just wanted to show you what I would eat on a day. I am actually home alone today, so I'm going to be making everything myself and I'm going to be showing you exactly how I make them. So let's get into the video. So the first thing I like to go for in the morning is definitely porridge or muesli, but today I decided to go for a healthy version of chocolate porridge. And basically what I do is I add about 175 mils to 200 mils of milk into a pan and start heating that. And then I add in about 40 to 45 grams of oats. I basically don't really weigh it out that much. Sometimes I just shove it in and see what happens, but basically that is what I add in. I then add in about a teaspoon of pure cocoa powder, which I believe the one I have doesn't have any sugar in or something like that, and also just a little teaspoon, I'd say half a teaspoon to a quarter of a teaspoon of brown sugar. That's what I add in, and that is all that I put in my porridge. Sometimes I put in some cinnamon, but today I decided not to. I just give it a little mix around in the pan, and then I basically just spoon it out into my little bowl, and that is ready. To go alongside of my porridge, I always tend to have a cup of tea in the morning just because it's nice and cozy, nice and warming, and I've just got in the habit of doing that. So I basically pour water into a tea bag of my cup of tea, and then I add in the milk. Quite recently I've been liking my milk to be kind of milky, really, a medium to strong cup of tea with a lot of milk in it. Well, a fair amount of milk in it, but yeah, I don't really know why I'm explaining to you how I like my tea, but anyway, just in case you want to make me one day. So yeah, now it is actually currently the morning, so I haven't actually filmed my lunch or filmed me making my tea or anything yet, so I am going to be talking about what I'm going to be doing, so hopefully I don't change my mind. If I do, I will literally be so annoyed. So don't change your mind, Georgie, don't change your mind. So basically what I have got planned for lunch is I'm hoping to make a couple of jacket potatoes. They're fairly small potatoes, I think. So I'm hoping to make a couple of them, and I'm just going to pop them in the oven for about an hour. So I'll probably put them in at about 11 or 11:15 or something like that. Put them in the oven for about an hour. I will stab them vigorously with a fork. No, I'll just lightly stab them with a fork, pop them in some tin foil and just put them in the oven. If you want a crusty sort of edge around your jacket potato, then put them in the oven without the tin foil, but if you don't really want that, then just put them in with the tin foil wrapped around it. Obviously don't just place tin foil in next to it or something, because that's obviously stupid. So yes, and what I'm going to be applying, it's like I'm doing a makeup tutorial. What I'm going to be adding to my jacket potato, I believe, is going to be either tuna. So if it is tuna, because I'm not sure if I've got tuna in the house, but if it is tuna, then I'll be putting tuna in there and I'll mix that with some salad cream. If not, if I don't have that, then I will use some beans instead, and some cheese or something like that. So that's all I'm going to be having for lunch, is jacket potato with hopefully tuna and maybe some salad on the side. I am not sure. Mid-morning I do also like to have just a glass of water. I do a workout in the morning for about half an hour, so I tend to have a glass of water after doing that, just to keep hydrated. With my lunch I don't tend to have any specific drink. I don't really drink whilst I'm having my lunch. I will probably just grab one after lunch or something, and that's usually a glass of water or something like that. I try not to have sort of calorific drinks, because I think there's often a lot of drinks that have a lot of calories in them, and that's kind of wasting the calories for the day. So you might as well just drink water which has no calories in it and just hydrate yourself and be healthy that way. So yeah, I am trying to be pretty healthy at the minute, because I don't want to be eating too much fats and everything like that right now. So yeah, mid-afternoon I don't usually have a snack. Sometimes I have a snack, but I don't usually. Now I'll either have a rocket lolly, which is just an ice lolly from the freezer, or I'll have chopped up carrot with some hummus with it, which my nana brought round last night, so I might actually have that today. or I will just grab myself a banana or perhaps a yogurt or something like that. I also like to have a drink in the afternoon, and I'll either have a cup of tea or another glass of water. Again, I do another workout at about 2 in the afternoon for approximately 45 minutes. So after that, I do like to grab a glass of water. But when I'm having my snack, I sometimes have a cup of tea with that as well and watch a little bit of YouTube. So again, I might make another cup of tea, I'm not sure. As for my tea or dinner or meal tonight, I have decided to make some pasta. And the reason why I decided to make that is because I love pasta so much. Like, it is my favourite thing to eat ever. I don't know why, I don't know what it is about it, I just love it so much. It has the perfect texture and the sauce that goes with it is perfect. So I'm going to show you how I make my pasta sauce. And basically what I do is I grab a tin of tomatoes, pop it into a pan and heat it up. Sorry, this is really difficult for me to describe because I haven't done this yet, but I do I'm trying to go through in my mind the steps. So yeah, I'll put a tin of tomatoes into a pan, give it a good mix around. I'll also add a little bit of balsamic vinegar into that sauce as well, and some paprika powder as well, just to give it a smoky flavour, probably like half a teaspoon of paprika powder or something like that. I'll then season it with salt, pepper and also sugar as well. The sugar helps to kind of sweeten up the tomatoes a bit and contradict the acidity of the tomatoes. I don't tend to chop up any vegetables or anything and put it in the pasta, simply because that is quite a long process and I like to do things that's quite simple, so I just add in a simple tin of tomatoes. And then I'll just keep that on the heat until it kind of just heats up basically. Nothing really needs to cook for that sauce. And in the meantime, while doing that, I'll then have a pan on which has got boiling water in it. So I'll probably boil the water in the kettle and then pop it into the pan, where I will also add a little bit of salt into the pan. I like to add about half a teaspoon of salt into the pan of boiling water. And I don't know whether that helps the water to boil quicker or not, because my teacher said that it acts as a catalyst, which means that it speeds up sort of the reaction of the water boiling. But somebody else on a cooking program on TV said that it slows it down. So I don't know who to believe. I really don't. So basically I just add that for whatever purpose that's there for. And then I let my pasta boil for about 8 minutes. Once it's done, I then put it in a colander, rinse it through, and then I pour the pasta into a bowl, where I'll then put the sauce over the top, and then usually I'll either grate some parmesan or some cheddar cheese or something and just pop that on top of my pasta, and that is my meal done. Now occasionally I do have some bread with it, but because it's pasta and it's a carbohydrate, you don't really need to have any bread with it, and considering I've had potato for lunch, I don't really want to be having too many carbs for the day basically. As for something sweet to eat, now today I'm feeling in a baking mood. I feel like I want to bake something, so I might actually bake something today, and if I do, I will insert a whole sort of clip of me doing that. But if I don't, then I'll probably just go for, again, a rocket lolly or an ice lolly or something like that. And if I have done, then I'll insert an overlay now about that. Or some biscuits with a cup of tea or something like that. Just something fairly simple. Again, I don't want to be too unhealthy. So yeah, so if I do bake something, I'll show you that now. The reason why I only have sort of a sweet thing, so like, you know, a sweet treat in the evening, is because I don't want to have anything through the day, because I try and be as healthy as possible. I don't want to be too unhealthy, and I allow myself a treat in the evening because it's almost like it's something to work up for during the day to get that treat in the evening. So that is what I do to myself. It's like a goal to get to, and something to look forward to, and I just don't want to eat too much of it because I just know how easy I can put on weight, so I try and be as healthy as possible. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to give it a like and subscribe for more videos. I am going to be doing a back to school video as my next video, so I will see you then. Bye.